This is a new to us 2011 Four Winds Class C motorhome made by Thor. We bought this last fall, brought it home, and it's been under wraps all winter. And today, last day of March 2014, we got nice weather, got 60-degree weather, so I thought I'd pull the cover off. One of the things near and dear to my heart here is supporting the Warrior project here. This is a F450 chassis. It's a Model 28Z, although it's 29 foot 11 inches, I think, so it's more than 28 foot. My wife is standing guard here at the door, and as we just kind of scan along here, I'll give you a little quickie on the outside. It's, like I say, almost 30 foot long. These little pieces of foam here we've had on to help protect the cover because it was shaking the cover, and I can just pull those off. Here's my other love besides my wife and family is I served in the U.S. Air Force for 6 years and did work for the Air Force as a civilian after that. One of the things that really set me on this motorhome is this huge storage compartment here in the back. So I'll give it an open here real quick. And of course it's locked. So now one thing that's interesting with motorhomes is they all use a CH751 key apparently for opening the various doors here, and so lock that up there. Well, here's what it looks like on the inside, and it's a feed through all the way to the other end. I don't know how many cubic feet that's in here, but it's huge. There's a door on the other side and a door in the back as well. Now, we used to have a boat, a 32-foot carver, and we had a dinghy that we have still from the boat that we can, I think, store the dinghy in here deflated, so we can actually carry a boat with us. The way the story goes is we used to have this nice 32-foot carver, and it got destroyed in a building fire in storage last year, and so after insurance paid us off, and we bought this motorhome. Okay, so we're going to continue on with the tour here. As soon as I lock this compartment. This is just a small storage compartment here. We have another small storage compartment up front, right there. This is the propane compartment here. And then as we go around to the other side, again, E450 chassis, Ford, 2011, had 5,800 miles on it. We have a Jenny here, and again, that's locked as well, so let me unlock that real quick. I guess I should have unlocked all these before I did the tour, but there's the generator. And I'm going to do a lot of modifications and repairs to this, so I'm kind of giving you the tour before I do any of that. My driveway is a little bit unlevel, so I made these blocks here out of 2x12s to help long-term storage. Now, a couple issues I have with it is it is used, of course, but some of these probably were factory defects, I would imagine. Here's where the trim is kind of come undone. Kind of waiting for warmer weather so the adhesive will set properly. Also, these tires, these are Michelin LTX tires, and you may have a hard time seeing it, but there's a little bit of dry rot on them. And as luck would have it, well, these are LT 225 75R16s. This particular model and in the date codes of these tires, they're under a recall. So that's one of the reasons why we uncovered the RV today, is because in a couple days I'm going to take it in and get new tires put on it for free, basically. Okay, as you come in here, the entryway step has got the batteries, house batteries underneath it. Here's one thing I don't care for, though. They just tied a strap to hold the batteries down, and I mean, that is about as cheap gets. Another issue I found, and these are all minor issues, of course, is this has a nice lockdown here, but when you step on it, it goes down enough that this comes undone. So, of course, the batteries aren't going to go anywhere, but, you know, be nice to take care of. Okay, as we step into the RV here, and we sweep towards the front of the cockpit, again, this is just standard 450 chassis. Face that in the passenger compartment. You probably can't tell, but this is crooked. I'll probably straighten that up. And probably the most objectionable thing is these headliner. You know, it's just sitting here without anything holding it, so I'm thinking I'll probably put some Velcro on it or something. Also, if you look in here, the tile is not under the threshold, so they just slapped it on without too much bother, I guess. Then also, here, these have come undone. Again, just all minor little things, you know. Doesn't really affect the capability of the coach. Jackknife sofa here on one side. And where the dinette is, this whole area is slide out. And the slide out goes from the head of the dinette all the way back to and including the galley. Now, the nice thing we like about this one is, even though it has a slide out, if I get back here, we have plenty of room even if you don't use a slide out. So, you know, a few of the motor coaches, the things are basically unusable unless you get the slide out operating, extended, I should say. But in this case, it's kind of optional, actually. Lots of storage here in this area. Here's one of two TVs we have on board. And one thing is outlets. When I first got the thing, I only saw 2 or 3 outlets, and I thought, well, that's kind of strange, you know, only a couple outlets. But as time went on, we found more and more outlets. They're kind of hidden here and there and everywhere. So another issue we found is just a slight little gouge in this here that I can take care of. Also, for some reason, they screwed down the bench tops, and which means that you can't use underneath the benches for storage. But I'm going to put some hinges in here and allow that to happen, allow it to be used for storage. 3-burner stove with a oven, range hood and microwave, and again, storage on this side of the coach. Nice size fridge, and see if I can get a little bit of light in here so you can see a little better. Fridge basically goes from the top to the bottom. Then in the aft part of the RV, we got a queen size bed here, and then there's sufficient walk around, at least a foot or so all the way around here. So my wife liked the fact that she could make the bed, or that I could make the bed. I mean, I'm not one to say that's her chore. Another TV we have here, and I probably should have got some more light in here by opening these shades, but this has been closed up for the winter. Here we have our bathroom. It's you know, adequate size, but you know, like all RVs, it's a little small. One other interesting thing here is I'm 6'2", and actually my head sticks up into that skylight. So for some reason, this thing is off the floor about a foot. And I suspect probably that's where the gray water tank is underneath it. Of course, a little paint left over from winterizing. Alright, that's pretty much the grand tour here. We, like I say, we plan on making a few little modifications, or additions I should say. Nothing that's going to be real earth-shattering. I mean, I'm looking at things like replacing the LED lights, you know, doing the few of the repair jobs that I showed you, probably putting a DVD in here. If you look in this is kind of a beginnings of an AV compartment. We've got a switch system here, and there's one of the outlets, plus audio outlets to go to the two TVs, and I'll probably put DVD, maybe even a game system in there, who knows. We're old enough to have grandkids, but we don't have grandkids, so the game system may not be quite necessary for now. And then of course, Class C, you got the traditional cab over here. Well, that's about the extent of what you see. Again, this just is just coming out of winterization, and it's going to be a little while before we actually start running water through the system and those kind of things. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I wanted to do this video before we got started with the modifications and upgrades and updates, so that you could kind of see what we started with. And in actuality, I mean, there's a few defects, but not a lot. You know, this thing's got, like I said, 5,800 miles on it, a 2-year-old coach, and for the most part it looks brand new. Just a few little defects that probably actually came from the factory, to tell you the truth. So the previous owner, I don't think, used it a lot. Well, thanks for watching.